If you're hearing this right now, don't skip. Because what happened next will remind you that respect is earned, not demanded, and that sometimes, the quietest man in the room carries the loudest story. If you believe in second chances, loyalty, and the power of a father's love, then stay till the end. And if this story moves you, hit that like button and subscribe, because stories like this deserve to be told. The sun was burning over the training field that morning. Sweat, dust, and laughter filled the air as the new recruits stumbled through their drills. Among them was an older man, broad shoulders, trimmed gray hair, and eyes that looked tired, not from lack of sleep, but from living too much life. His name was Jack Rowan, a single dad and an army veteran trying to rejoin the forces after years away. The others didn't know that. To them, he was just Old Man Jack. When the drill sergeant barked orders, Jack stayed silent, calm, composed. He didn't race to show off or shout louder than anyone else. He did what he was told, steady and precise. But in a camp full of young men trying to prove themselves, humility looked like weakness. "Hey Grandpa." One of the recruits laughed as Jack missed a sprint by 2 seconds. "Better hurry before your arthritis kicks in." Another joked. 17 voices joined in, mocking him. Even the sergeant smirked, pretending not to hear. Jack said nothing. He simply picked up his gear, adjusted his boots, and got ready for the next drill. No one knew that Jack had been a decorated soldier years ago, part of a classified special operations team called the Iron Wolves. But after his wife passed away in a car accident, Jack left the service to raise his little daughter, Lily, alone. His world had fallen apart, but he kept a promise to her, to never give up, no matter how hard life got. Now, with Lily in college, Jack had come back, not to prove himself, but to find purpose again. The next few days were brutal. The younger recruits laughed every time he fell behind, calling him Old Ghost, or Grandpa Vet. During training meals, they'd sit together, leaving him alone at the far end of the mess hall. But every night, when lights went out, Jack would take out a small photograph of his daughter, his reason for everything, and whisper a prayer under his breath. Then came evaluation week, the moment every recruit feared. Physical tests, survival drills, combat scenarios, all judged by the camp's commanding officer, Commander Grace Holloway, a woman known for her no-nonsense attitude and her unbreakable eye for discipline. The recruits lined up on the field, sun glaring over their helmets. Commander Holloway walked past each one, assessing them with quiet authority. When she reached Jack, she paused. Her eyes flickered, not with pity, but curiosity. She noticed the edges of a faded tattoo beneath his sleeve, something she recognized instantly. "Recruit Rowan," she said. "Roll up your sleeve." The entire line went silent. Jack hesitated, then obeyed. As his sleeve slid up, a symbol appeared, a wolf's head surrounded by 13 stars. The Iron Wolves insignia. The same unit Commander Holloway had once served under. The commander's expression changed instantly. She took a deep breath and whispered, "Sir, you were part of Operation Silent Ridge." The recruits looked at each other, confused. "Sir?" Did she just call him sir? Jack nodded humbly. "Yes, ma'am. I was part of that team." The entire field went quiet. Even the birds seemed to stop. Every soldier there had read about Operation Silent Ridge, a mission that saved hundreds but cost most of the team their lives. Only 3 men had come back. One of them was standing right in front of them. The 17 soldiers who mocked him stared in disbelief. Their faces fell from arrogance to shame in seconds. Commander Holloway stood tall, her voice echoing with authority. "Recruits," she said sharply, "you've been disrespecting a man who carried this nation on his back while most of you were still in school. The reason you get to wear that uniform today is because men like him didn't quit when the world was on fire." Her words cut through the silence like a blade. "You don't laugh at a man like that, you learn from him." Jack looked down, embarrassed by the attention. "Ma'am, I'm no hero. I'm just trying to serve again." Commander Holloway's eyes softened. "You already have, Sergeant Major Rowan. And you'll do it again." From that day forward, everything changed. The 17 soldiers who mocked him now followed him, watched his movements, asked for his guidance. Jack never lectured them. He taught by example: quiet strength, calm under pressure, respect over ego. When a recruit sprained his ankle during an exercise, Jack carried him on his back through a 2-mile march without a word. When another struggled with marksmanship, Jack spent extra hours at the range, helping him correct his aim. Slowly, the same young men who laughed at him began calling him, Sir. One night, after graduation, the entire platoon gathered at the mess hall. The commander announced that recruit Rowan had been given a special commendation for leadership and resilience. Jack stood at the podium, holding a trembling piece of paper. "I'm not here because I'm strong," he said. "I'm here because I refuse to give up. My daughter once told me that real strength isn't in your arms, it's in your heart. It's in how you treat people, even when they don't treat you right." He paused, his voice breaking. "To every young soldier here, remember this. One day, you'll be the one others look up to. Don't waste the chance. Lead with respect, not pride." The room erupted in applause. Commander Holloway saluted him, tears glinting in her eyes. And the 17 soldiers who once mocked him. They stood in perfect formation, saluting the man they once laughed at, the man who taught them what honor truly means. So if you're still watching right now, remember Jack's story. In life, people might laugh at you, doubt you, or underestimate you. But your worth isn't in their words, it's in your actions. Keep standing tall. Keep going. Because one day, the world will see what you're truly made of. And if you felt even a little spark from this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more real stories that remind us what courage, heart, and humanity really look like.